Broadcasting live from the Meridics via OBS Studio Broadcast Center at Centennial Sportsplex. This is GNASH Hockey on the Middle Tennessee Sports Network as we are gearing up for the second game of our doubleheader tonight. Hendersonville-Beech-Lawson taking on Father Ryan. And we're already deep in the pregame warm-up. In fact, we're down to last minute. Or just about the last minute, last 90 seconds or so. So let's go ahead and talk about one of the two teams playing our first game tonight. That is Hendersonville, coached by Stephen Sullivan. 6-2-1 coming into tonight. As we look over their last 5 games coming into tonight. Last 5 games dating back to October 2nd when they beat Mount Juliet Wilson Central Green Hill 4-0. Beat Station Camp Liberty Creek 5-1 on October 14th. Beat Summit Page 4-3 on October 16th. Beat the Outlaws 2-1 on October 23rd. Then last Wednesday lost 3-0 to Ensworth. So that loss for Hendersonville snapped a 7-game unbeaten streak. Let's look over their stats coming into tonight. Gideon Drobnick, the team's leading scorer. He has 14 points from 9 goals and 5 assists. Landon Croft with 8 points from 5 goals and 3 assists. Carter Morrison, 7 points, all of them from goals. Colin Smith, 6 points from 2 goals and 4 assists. Hudson Laux, 6 points, all from assists. Caden Sisco, 5 points from 3 goals and 2 assists. Merrick Mott, 4 points, all from assists. Christian Diggins, 4 points from a goal and 3 assists. Brian Wilkinson, 3 points from a goal and 2 assists. Tyler Ellis, Ty Ellis, and Caden Smith, each with 2 points from a goal and an assist. Caden Lewis and Britton Smith, each with a point from a goal. And Alex Williams and Dom Harpole, each with a point from an assist. Now in a goalie play, Griffin Rumba has played in 4 games. All of them were starts. His record 3-1. He's played 168 minutes, goals against average of 2.41. No shutouts. He's allowed 9 goals and 84 shots, turned away the other 75. His save percentage in the regular season so far is .893. Justin Smith has played in 4 games. All of them were starts. His record 3-0-1. Played 168 minutes, goals against average of 2.68, 1 shutout. He's allowed 10 goals and 65 shots, turned away the other 55. His save percentage in the regular season so far is .846. I will go over the Father Ryan stats after the first period. Ready to go with the start of this one. Zach Fonsbeck going to start in goal for the Irish. Griffin Rumba going to start in goal for Hendersonville for this first period. Father Ryan will carry the puck from my left to right, Hendersonville from my right to left. And geez Louise, the bleachers across from the home bench where Father Ryan are, there are 6 people sitting in them. Better crowd in the bleachers across from the Commando benches. Father Ryan are called for an early offside. See if the Irish can take advantage. Kyle Dora, the head coach for did I say Stephen Henry's the head coach? I meant Kyle Dora, the head coach for Father Ryan. No, I haven't talked about Father Ryan yet. What's wrong with me? I talked about Hendersonville. I'll talk about Father Ryan after the first. Here's Curtis Newman, left point. Curtis Newman scored against Montgomery County on Wednesday night. Gage Hart did not get 2 goals. I watched the replay of the video stream on the Montgomery County Hockey Facebook page. It was Gage Hart it was Curtis Newman who had Father Ryan's 4th goal. I don't think Gage Hart was on the ice for it. Colin Sullivan having the puck poked away as he brings it into the Hendersonville zone. That's back in the Irish end, brought out by Sam Halloran, who had a goal as well. Colin Sullivan scored twice, and he shoots it wide to the right of Rumbaugh as he brings it into the Commando zone. Now here's Gideon Drobnick, left wing side of the Father Ryan zone, trying to go to the front of the net. But coming in to play some good back check is Danny Libby. Oh, and then the puck taken back by Hendersonville, though. Here's Drobnick maneuvering away, handing it off Landon Croft. Croft going to the front of the net, a shot stopped by Fonsbeck, and then the rebound. I think he whiffed on it. Puck sent around to the far boards. It hit a stanchion. Came out in front. Danny Levy picks it up as it poked away. Drobnick, right circle shot, turned away by Fonsbeck. Puck put out in front. Croft a shot, stopped and covered up by Fonsbeck. So big guns for the Commandos, putting some pressure on the Father Ryan net, but Zach Fonsbeck coming up big. 12:02 to go in the first. No goals on the board. Draw to the right of Fonsbeck. Draw one by the Commandos. Here's Drobnick up, trying to pass it down the left wing. He whiffed on it. Colin Smith is to carry it out to center. It's brought back in the Father Ryan zone, taken away and cleared out. Hudson Laux sending it up the far side. Now here's Caden Sisco down the right wing. In the Father Ryan zone, a shot stopped. Rebound was in the crease, had to be cleared out by Curtis Newman. Puck went off Fonsbeck, landed in the crease to his right. Newman had to clear it out quick because Gideon Drobnick was coming. Smith with the puck inside his own zone, got Emma Causey watching. He'll pass to the far side. And the puck sent back the other way to the near side. Here's Curtis Newman, now Emma Causey back in the Hendersonville zone. Causey in the left wing corner. Now the puck taken back by Hendersonville. Sent around to the far near side and brought out to center. Drobnick with space. Brings it into the Father Ryan zone on the left wing side. Goes to the front of the net. A little push shot. Stopped by Fonsbeck. It wasn't a very hard shot. It was more of a push. Almost with the toe of the stick blade. Puck back in the Hendersonville zone. Commandos clear it out. Now brought back in on the left wing side. Gage Hart a shot. Knocked down by Rumbaugh. First shot on goal for the Irish. Knocked down by his glove, and Commandos are going to end up icing it. 10:27 to go in the first. No goals on the board. As Gage Hart, no surprise, provides the first big Father Ryan threat. Draw's going to be to Rumbaugh's right. Won by Hendersonville. And cleared out. Goes through center back into the Father Ryan zone. Caught up to and sent up the wall by Curtis Newman. It's still inside the zone. And it's out at center. Is hand pass called against the Irish. Holt Thompson ran into, I think that's Kellen Fisher wearing number 33 for Hendersonville. Hand pass was called against Father Ryan. That's Wyatt Franks. That's Wyatt Franks wearing number 33 for Hendersonville. He's one of the James Lawson players, freshman there. Puck out at center. Curtis Newman setting it up the far wall. It's intercepted. Put out in front. Christian Dickens, a shot stopped by Fonsbeck. Now here's Merrick Mott. Passing it out to the blue line. Left point, Dom Harpo. Over to Carter Morrison. His shot blocked. Shot it right at Ridgeway Lambert. Newman will backhand it out. Father Ryan making a change. Here's Morrison bringing it back into the Father Ryan zone. A shot from the right wing turned away by Fonsbeck. 8 shots on goal for the Commandos. All of them have been turned away. Caden Sisco, left wing corner. Knocked into the boards. Puck brought to center. Parker Causey got away from him. It's going to go for an icing. 8:59 to go in the first. Still zip. Draw to the right of Fonsbeck. Irish won it, but they turn it over inside the zone. Here's, Sisco putting it in front, but whiffing on it was Landon Croft. However, Fonsbeck had backed into the left-hand side of the net and knocked it loose. We're covering Father Ryan twice this week. We're going to do their game against Franklin on Thursday in Antioch, although I'm sure there will be some Father Ryan players missing on Thursday. Draw to the right of Fonsbeck. One by the Commandos, and Landon Croft shoots it right into Fonsbeck's glove. Speaking of issues of not having players for travel, due to travel, there were supposed to be 2 games this Friday. One of them has been moved. Draw to the right of Fonsbeck. One by the Commandos again. Landon Croft, another shot off Fonsbeck's right leg pad. Here's Curtis Newman. I'll explain more when I get the chance. And the puck out at center. And cleared out of the Hendersonville zone. And here goes Gideon Drobnick through center. Passing it over to Landon Croft, right wing side of the Father Ryan zone. Shot it past the net. Fonsbeck got a piece of it on its way by. Here's Drobnick having the puck knocked away. And a few more Father Ryan fans have showed up, which is good, as Curtis Newman with a shot that appeared to take a deflection off a stick and then dip down, and Rumbaugh had to catch it and hang on for the whistle. 7:57 to go in the first. Still no goals on the board. So 2 games scheduled for this Friday. The Outlaws taking on Ensworth, and then the other game was Station Camp Indy, but that game has now been moved to Monday, December 16th, 8:45, still in Antioch. Draw was to the right of Rumbaugh, won by Hendersonville. They bring it to center. Here's Colin Smith, dumping it deep into the Father Ryan zone, trying to catch back up to it. Puck behind the net. Now out in the right wing corner. Here's Sam Halloran, passing it ahead to Parker Causey. Causey out at center. Across to Colin Sullivan, right wing side of the Hendersonville zone. Passing it down the right wing, but too slow, and Merrick Mott jumps in, snags it, carries it to center, and passes it over. Rose, right wing side of the Father Ryan zone. Puts it out in front. Dickens, one-timer turned away by Fonsbeck. Fonsbeck has been huge as we're near the halfway point of the first. 12 shots faced, all of them stopped. Father Ryan making another line change. Puck out at center. We are now halfway through the first. Puck sent back into the Hendersonville zone. Now it's out on the near side and cleared out. So go for an icing against Hendersonville. It was right up against the boards. That's why I didn't see it. It was right up against the kick plate all along. Goes for an icing. 6:41 to go in the first. Still no goals on the board. Another one of those Friday games was moved forward by almost 3 weeks. Draw to the left of Rumbaugh. Centennial and Montgomery County were supposed to play on Friday, December 6th. That game has been moved up all the way to next Monday. Curtis Newman with a shot in the left point. It's blocked. Commandos trying to clear the puck out. Newman just held it in at the blue line. Oh, wow. We got Brenton Smith wearing an old school Hendersonville sweater. That's got to be like from the early 2000s. Puck back in the Father Ryan zone. Here's Caden Lewis battling with Curtis Newman, who comes up with a puck. Now it's brought to center. Gage Hart, left wing side of the Hendersonville zone. Shot turned away by Rumbaugh. Now Hart with it again. Dropping it behind the net, Holt Thompson. Passing it out to the left point. Oh, but it got away from Brendan Malloy. He manages to catch up to it, but he couldn't keep it on his stick. Here's Malloy again at center. Shoots it on goal from center, or did it miss? I think it went across the front of the net. Dom Harple. Banking it off the far boards out to center. Sent back into the Hendersonville zone. Morrison's going to track it down. Here's Morrison carrying it to center. Bringing it into the Father Ryan zone on the right wing side. Morrison gets around, turns in front of the net, shot, score! Carter Morrison with a beautiful goal. Sent the puck around Brendan Malloy, managed to get around him, caught up to it, closed in on goal, fires it into the back of the net, and it's 1-0 Hendersonville with 5:06 to go in the first. Hendersonville won the draw, but turn it over to Father Ryan. Here's Colin Sullivan at center. Bringing it into the Hendersonville zone, backhanding it to the end boards. Sullivan behind the net. Falls over in the left wing corner. Puck slides across the front of the net. And it's cleared out by the Commandos. Brian Wilkinson at center. Sends it back into the Father Ryan zone. Fonsbeck sends it over to the far wall. Sam Halloran. Tried to pass it ahead, hit the skates of Brian Wilkinson. It was eventually cleared out. Now here's Sullivan. Offside, go the Irish. Parker Causey stepped into the zone right before Sullivan brought the puck in. 4:21 to go in the first. 1-0 Hendersonville. Draw on the dot across from the Hendersonville bench at center. Won by the Irish, but taken away actually by Colin Smith. Here's Gideon Drobnick avoiding a hit inside the Irish zone, but he lost the puck. Hudson Laux at center. Brings it back into the Father Ryan zone on the right wing side. A shot stopped and held on to by Fonsbeck. Draw to the left of Fonsbeck. Draw is won by the Commandos. Colin Smith, top of the left circle, shot was blocked. It hit Gavin Thornburg and went into the right wing corner. Now a shot from the right wing boards, and Landon Crofted to be turned away by Fonsbeck. Here's Gideon Drobnick putting in front. Smith a one-timer, the slot stopped by Fonsbeck. Thornburg, almost gave it away behind the net to Landon Croft. Croft puts it in front. Oh, but nobody in a black sweater could get to it. Here's Caden Sisco being pushed off the puck by Gavin Thornburg. Holt Thompson had it between his skates. He can't find it. Finally finds it and clears it out. Father Ryan will make a change. Not a full change as Commandos dump the puck back into the Irish zone. Puck in the right wing corner. Here's Croft. Now Caden Sisco with a backhander from the left circle, or right circle, blockered away by Fonsbeck. And the rebound iced by Holt Thompson. 2:56 left in the first to 1-0 Hendersonville. This is Hendersonville's last game before Thanksgiving. The next time they'll hit the ice will be December 4th. I think Wednesday, December 4th, against the Montgomery County Rangers. It'll be in Clarksville because that is the senior night game for Montgomery County. Draw to the right of Fonsbeck, won by the Irish. Christian Dickens tapped it to the slot, but Braden Rose couldn't catch up to it to get a shot. Irish clear it out, Wyatt Franks. Now Merrick Mott. Now it's in the referee's crease. Christian Dickens backhanding it back into the Irish zone, right to Brendan Malloy. Passed up the far side, and now dumped back into the Hendersonville zone by Thomas McTasney. Nice for the Irish players to be wearing the numbers they're actually supposed to be wearing, although Parker Causey is listed as number 97 and Sam Halloran's listed as number 33. Or sorry, Sam Halloran's listed as number 2. But they have decided to stick with 33 for Halloran and 23 for Causey. Here's Dickens, chipping the puck back into the Father Ryan zone as Fonsbeck was calling for Curtis Newman to get to it and not let him play it. Puck sent up the near side by the Irish. But now it's back in the Irish zone. Carter Morrison with it, passes over Merrick Mott, a shot. Knocked down and covered up by Fonsbeck. Minute 45 left in the first, still 1-0 Hendersonville. Draw to the left of Fonsbeck. Hendersonville won the draw. Father Ryan cleared it out. It was intercepted at center by Carter Morrison, sent back in. And then it was cleared out but brought back in offside by Dom Harpole with Ty Ellis still in the zone. Draw is going to be on the dot in front of the Father Ryan bench. Father Ryan win the draw, get it into the Hendersonville zone, but the Commandos come up with it. Here's Dom Harpole, try to pass across it, the skates of Parker Causey. Morrison will track it down. Morrison with the only goal so far. Passing it up the far side, Ty Ellis. Ellis at center, brings it into the Father Ryan zone on the right wing side. A shot stopped by Fonsbeck. He fumbled it a bit, pulled in the rebound and covers. 66 seconds left in the first, and it's still 1-0 Hendersonville. Draw is going to be to the left of Fonsbeck. Won by the Irish and cleared out. Carter Morrison with it at center, last minute of the first. Morrison tried to pass it across. It hit the skates of Ridgeway Lambert. Now Lambert backhands it past the Father Ryan net. Or sorry, the Hendersonville net. Commandos come up with it. Call in, no, that's Caden Sisco. Bringing it into the Father Ryan zone. Fonsbeck sweeps it to the near side boards. Sisco. Passing it below the goal line, Drobnick. 30 seconds left of the period. Drobnick comes out in front. His shot, I think, was deflected by the stick of Newman, went across the front of the net. Now here's Gage Hart. Back in the Hendersonville zone on the left wing side. Pushed into the boards, puck behind the net. Now it's out towards the left wing corner. Now it's out on the far boards. And cleared out by the Commandos. Up, and we get a whistle. And it was something against Hendersonville that's caused the puck to be, that's going to cause the puck to be dropped inside their zone to the left of Rumba. It must have been high stick, hand pass, or something. It's caused that violation. 7.1 seconds to go in the first to 1-0 Hendersonville draw to the left of Rumba. Won by the Irish, and a shot from Colin Sullivan deflected and goes out of play. So we've got 3.4 seconds to go. And Fonsbeck wants to be pulled for the extra attacker to try and get Father Ryan on the board. They're not going to do it. Draw to the left of Rumbaugh again. Won by the Commandos, and that's it for the first. Carter Morrison, nifty coast-to-coast effort. Only goal of the period so far as Hendersonville lead Father Ryan 1-0 at the end of one. All right, let's talk about the Irish now. 2-4-1 coming into tonight. They are coached by Kyle Dora. As we look over the results of their last 5 games coming into tonight. Results of their last 5 games. Dating back to the 2-2 tie with MBA on September 30th. Beat the Outlaws 4-1 on October 10th. Lost 2-0 to Ensworth on October 21st. Lost 5-2 to Independence on October 28th. That was a shocker. And then beat Montgomery County 6-0 last Wednesday. So here are their stats coming into tonight. Again, I got to do some math here. Colin Sullivan has 8 points from 5 goals and 3 assists. Gage Hart has 7 points from 6 goals and an assist. Sam Halloran has 2 points from goals. Curtis Newman has 2 points from a goal and an assist. Jude Whipple and Merrick McCullers each with 2 points from assists. Danny Libby and Brandon Malloy each have 2 points from a goal and an assist. Parker Causey with a point from a goal. Ridgeway Lambert, Holt Thompson, and Curtis Newman. Michael Jaskowski has a point from a goal. And Ridgeway Lambert and Holt Thompson each have a point from an assist. Goalie stats are not correct, at least not Jack Karpanek's. Zach Fonsbeck should be. 4 games started, record 0-3-1. 168 minutes played, goals against average 3.75. No shutouts. He's allowed 14 goals, well now 15 on 96 shots coming into tonight. Turned away the other 82, save percentage of .854. But Jack Karpanek's stats are not correct. As the second period is now underway. Hendersonville win the draw, get it into the Father Ryan zone for the second period. Hendersonville moving the puck from my left to right. Father Ryan from my right to left. Zach Fonsbeck still in goal for the Irish. Griffin Rumbaugh still in goal for the Commandos. Gideon Drobnick. Left wing side of the Father Ryan zone. Couldn't find the puck in his skates. Now he has it, tries to go to the slot, hit it knocked away, or poked away. Now Caden Sisco, left wing corner. Put out in front, Landon Croft. One-timer, score, Drobnick. Croft with a one-timer that was stopped by Fonsbeck, but standing at the left-hand side of the net with it wide open to knock it in is Gideon Drobnick. And Hendersonville go up 2-0 just 35 seconds into the second. 13:25 to go in the middle frame. Puck cleared out of the Hendersonville zone. Dumped back in by Curtis Newman. Puck sent around to the far boards. And Father Ryan trying to hold it in, but they give it up. Cleared out by Brian Wilkinson. Here's Newman. Nudging it back into the Hendersonville zone. Hudson Laux trying to clear it out. He does. And Father Ryan turned it over inside their own zone. Alex Williams, a shot from the right wing, misses the net. Ty Ellis was looking for a redirect. He got pushed into the net. He's drawn a penalty. He got cross-checked into the net. So Hendersonville are going to go on the power play here. It's Danny Levy going to the box. So Father Ryan getting the first penalty of the game. Hendersonville getting the first power play of the game, up 2-0 with 12:38 to go in the second. Draw one by the Commandos. Here is Gideon Drobnick, who scored most recent goal just under a minute ago. Now Carter Morrison out of the blue line. Passing it back over to the left wing. Now across Colin Smith just inside the top of the right circle. He backs out towards the blue line, hands it off Morrison. Morrison fires it into the left wing corner. Cleared out by the Irish, but knocked down at center by Colin Smith. Puck whipped around the wall to the near side by the Irish, but held in by the Commandos. Puck comes up to the right point, Morrison. Over to Colin Smith. Passing it down the left wing. Now back up top, Morrison. Over to Smith. Had it knocked away, but he kept it in the zone. Passes it down the left wing to Croft. Puck behind the net, Merrick Mott. Mott passes it over right wing to Morrison. Back down to Mott. Minute left in the power play for the Commandos. And that was Drobnick trying to send it to the front of the net. Couldn't do it. Back the other way come the Irish. Gage Hart with a shot on goal from center. Stopped by Rumba. Puck fired up the far side. And now here's Gideon Drobnick, left wing side of the farther end zone. A shot turned away by Fonsbeck. Shot from Croft turned away by Fonsbeck. Rebound, Morrison. 30 seconds left of the power play for the Commandos. Morrison with a wraparound try. Stopped. Either missed it or it was stopped by Fonsbeck. One of the two. Puck back in the Hendersonville zone. Colin Sullivan wins a battle with Colin Smith to get it. Sullivan below the goal line. Coughed up the puck. Sam Halloran with it, but then he loses it. Merrick Mott with it. Mott passing it out to the far side. Landon Croft had it smacked away by Brendan Malloy. Now Morrison will bring it back in on the left wing side. Penalty time against the Irish is up. Morrison drops it back. Merrick Mott a shot in the slot. Blockered away by Fonsbeck. But put out in front, a shot from Drobnick, gloved and held on to by Fonsbeck. 10:18 left in the second. Still 2-0, Hendersonville. Draw is going to be to the left of Fonsbeck. Here come the Irish. Shot from Colin Sullivan, right wing side of the Hendersonville zone, knocked away by Rumball with a glove. Wyatt Franks ahead to Josh Lodell. Out at center, and then Lodell couldn't hang on to the puck. He gets it back and dumps it into the Father Ryan zone. Irish clear it out. Colin Sullivan. Parker Causey inside the Hendersonville zone on the right wing, going towards the boards with a shot, stopped, and Rumball covers it up. 9:43 to go in the second, still 2-0, Hendersonville. Draw going to be to the left of Rumball. Draw one by Hendersonville. Wyatt Frank sending it over to the near side. Here's Braden Rose. Trying to clear it out. Held into the left point. Curtis Newman. But then Noah Deffenbaugh can't keep it on his stick. Braden Rose carries it to center. Rose. Left wing side of the Father Ryan zone. A shot missed the net to the right of Fonsbeck. Emma Causey had it knocked away from her at center. Thomas McTasney dumps it back into the Hendersonville zone. Here's Wyatt Franks. Passing it up the far side. Right to Caden Sisco hanging out of the Father Ryan blue line, but then he couldn't get past Curtis Newman trying to go to the front of the net down the right wing. Newman behind his own net. Whips it up the far boards. Deffenbaugh let it go past him. Wyatt Franks catches up to it inside the Hendersonville zone. And then he'll send it up the far boards out to center. Newman waited for Emma Causey to get onside, then dumps it back in the Hendersonville zone. Here's Harpole, Dom Harpole. Stretch pass to Brian Wilkinson, hanging out of the Father Ryan blue line, but it got past him. Goes deep in the zone. Now he tries to put it out in front. Ellis shot, and the puck hopped over his stick from right in front. Curtis Newman brings it back in. Shoots it wide of the Hendersonville net from the right wing side. Merrick McCullers could not keep the puck alive. Now the puck back in the Father Ryan zone. Here's Brian Wilkinson trying to go to the front of it. And his shot stopped by Fonsbeck. Or did he even get off a shot? I think Fonsbeck may have covered it up. 8:10 left in the second. Still 2-0. Hendersonville draws to Fonsbeck's left. Won by the Commandos. Carter Morrison taking a shot. Ooh, ripped it high and wide to the right of Fonsbeck. Puck put out in front. Alex Williams can't get a stick on it. Here's Holt Thompson sending it up the far boards. Now here's Gage Hart at center into the Hendersonville zone. His shot deflected off the stick of Morrison and past the net to the right of Rumbaugh. Here's Morrison. Passing it over to the far side at center, but right to Ridgeway Lambert. Now here's Holt Thompson back in the Hendersonville zone on the left wing side. Tried to drop it back to Gage Hart. It goes out to center. Gavin Thornburg sends it right to Ty Ellis, who sends it back into the Father Ryan zone. It's cleared out immediately by Merrick McCullers. Gage Hart brings it back into the Hendersonville zone. High slotted shot. Missed the net to the left of Rumbaugh. Harpole trying to clear. Held in at the right point, but then taken back by Hendersonville. Here's Merrick Mott, left wing side of the Father Ryan zone. A shot turned away by Fonsbeck. Puck sent back up the near side by Hudson Laux. Now it's brought back into the Hendersonville zone. Parker Causey, left wing, tried to pass across to Colin Sullivan. That was broken up by the back-checking Laux. Harpole sending it around the wall to the near side. Held in, comes back to Harpole. He tries to drop it behind the net. Laux sends it around to the far boards for Dickens, who couldn't get a stick on it. Parker Causey sending it back down deep. It's in the right wing corner. Laux. Now here's Colin Sullivan, a shot. Oh! Father Ryan held the puck in. It was past the slot. Sullivan, a shot hit the inside of the post to the left of Rumbaugh and somehow stayed out. Now Merrick Mott up offside, called against Hendersonville. Braden Rose went over the blue line before Mott did, but what a chance for Father Ryan just now. Holding the puck in the Hendersonville zone, came to the slot for Sullivan. He got off a shot that hit the inside of the post to the left of Rumbaugh, but did not go in. 5:55 left in the second, still 2-0. Hendersonville draw on the dot across from the Hendersonville bench at center. Won by Hendersonville and dumped into the Father Ryan zone. Icing waved off. Daniel Libby knocked down. Pushes Landon Croft away from the puck as soon as he gets back in his skates. But here's a chance. Gideon Drobnick, a shot. Missed the net. I think it may have missed the net to the right of Fonsbeck. They're saying he got a piece of it. Now the puck carried back into the Hendersonville zone. And it's going to be brought to center by Hudson Laux. Now Landon Croft, right wing side of the Father Ryan zone. Taking a shot. Turned away by Fonsbeck off the right leg pad. Puck comes back into the Hendersonville zone. Laux tried to pass it ahead. It hit Colin Sullivan. Stayed inside the zone. Cleared out eventually by the Commandos. And then Colin Smith had the puck jabbed off his stick by Michael Jaskowski at center. Had to catch up to it inside his own zone. Passes ahead to Landon Croft. Croft back in the Father Ryan zone on the left wing side. Leaves it for Drobnick. Brings it into the left wing corner. Now here's Sisco, Caden Sisco, I think, being pushed into the boards. And the Irish clear the puck down ice. And it's on goal. Rumbaugh has to stop it. Rumbaugh had to make the save. Here's Caden Smith. Passing it up the far boards. Oh, but Gideon Drobnick stepped over the blue line right before the puck came to him. And he's called for offside. And they're going to say it's an intentional offside. They're going to drop it to the left of Rumbaugh. 4:20 to go in the second. Still 2-0 Hendersonville. Draw one by the Commandos. Wyatt Franks sending it up the far boards. Held in. Holt Thompson, a shot. Just missed the net to the right of Rumbaugh. Cleared out by Britton Smith. Ridgeway Lambert passing across to the far side, hit the boards. Holt Thompson couldn't get a stick on it. Sent back the other way by the Irish. Here's Gage Hart, a shot off the mask of Rumbaugh from the left circle into the netting above the glass. 3:52 to go in the second, still 2-0 Hendersonville. Draw to the right of Rumbaugh. Won by Father Ryan at the blue line. Curtis Newman with a shot. Took a deflection off the stick of Holt Thompson. Stopped by Rumbaugh. Here's Gage Hart passing up to the left point. Fired back down by Thornburg. Puck behind the net. Hart comes out with it. Pushed off it by Merrick Mott. Now there's a battle for it just above the goal line. And now is Ridgeway Lambert to the slot. A shot just missed the net to the left of Rumbaugh. Puck coming around to the near side. Lambert backhanding up to the blue line. Thornburg just holds it in and sends it back down deep. Here's Gage Hart, a one-timer. Oh, it looked like it took a deflection. I don't think it hit Rumbaugh. Puck goes out to center. I thought that was in the net. I thought that went in the net. It did not. Puck back in the Hendersonville zone. Sent up the far boards and out. Gavin Thornburg. Oh, gives it away to Braden Rose. Rose back in the Father Ryan zone, taking a shot. Gloved and held on to by Fonsbeck. 2:45 to go in the second. Still 2-0 Hendersonville. Draw's going to be to the right of Fonsbeck. Won by Father Ryan, cleared to center, hit the skates of Carter Morrison, came over to Colin Sullivan, who couldn't keep his stick on it. Brian Wilkinson now back in the Father Ryan zone on the right wing side. Tried to backhand her to the slot, and here's a backhanded try from Ty Ellis that goes off of Father Ryan's stick into the netting above the glass. Draw will be to the left of Fonsbeck again. Won by the Commandos. Carter Morrison shot from the blue line, stopped by Fonsbeck. He had a screen, but the puck stayed on the ice, and Fonsbeck saw it all the way. Morrison now bringing the puck out of his own zone through center. Back into the Father Ryan end. Taps it in front, a shot from Wilkinson, stopped by Fonsbeck. Then he makes multiple saves on Wilkinson and keeps the puck out of the net. Fonsbeck, masterful there. Keep it 2-0 Hendersonville with 2:05 to go in the second. Draw to Fonsbeck's left. Irish won it, tried to clear it out, held in by the Commandos. Here come the Irish, carried to center by Curtis Newman. Turns it over at the the Hendersonville blue line, sent the other way by Wilkinson. Passed ahead to Gage Hart at center. Hart. Now Holt Thompson tried to drive it back to Hart, and it ends up being pushed out by Wilkinson. Puck back in the Hendersonville zone, but cleared out again. And it's iced. They call icing against the Commandos. 83 seconds left in the second. Still 2-0 Hendersonville. Draw is going to be to the left of Rumbaugh. Draw one by the Commandos. Here's Landon Croft into the Father Ryan zone on the right wing side. Colin Sullivan fell over. Croft to the front of the net. A shot. Gloved and held on to by Fonsbeck. Sullivan was on the back check. He fell down, and that gave Croft the room he needed to go right to the front of the net, but Fonsbeck with the glove save. Draw will be to his left. Draw one by the Commandos. Colin Smith, a shot. Off a stick into the netting above the glass. Draw will be to Fonsbeck's right this time. Won by the Commandos. Puck put out in front, but was knocked away. Father Ryan tried to clear last minute of the second. Puck was held in at the left point by Colin Smith. Now here's Landon Croft to the front of the net, a shot. Gloved and held onto by Fonsbeck again. 55 seconds exactly to go in the second. Draw to Fonsbeck's right. Centennial NBA game should be getting underway by now over on Rink B. Out of the blue line, Colin Smith, a shot, missed the net to the right of Fonsbeck. Who then had to spin around to get back into position because the rebound looked like it was going to come out to Gideon Drobnick. Puck turned over to the Irish trying to clear, and they do. It's out at center. Ridgeway Lambert brings it into the Hendersonville zone. His shot takes deflection, goes past the net to the right of Rumbaugh. Under 30 seconds left in the second now. Landon Croft out at center. Passing it ahead to Gideon Drobnick. Falls to his knees. He brings it into the Father Ryan zone anyway. Tried to leave it back, but Holt Thompson intercepts, and now here's Lambert at center. Lambert back into the Hendersonville zone. Coming in from behind to take the puck off him was Colin Smith. Smith passing it up the far side. Now here's Gideon Drobnick. Time running out. Left wing side of the Father Ryan zone. Drobnick holding, shooting. Gloved and held onto by Fonsbeck, and that is the end of the second. Gideon Drobnick scored just 35 seconds into the second, and Hendersonville have a 2-0 lead on Father Ryan after two periods. Ready to start the third and final period. Zach Fonsbeck still in goal for Father Ryan. Griffin Rumbaugh still in goal for Hendersonville. For this third period, Hendersonville will carry the puck from my right to left, Father Ryan from my left to right. Period is underway. Puck in the Father Ryan zone. Zach Fonsbeck sends it around to the near side. Merrick McCullers cleared it out. It pinballed between the skates of Wyatt Franks and went out. He couldn't keep it alive at the left point. Now Merrick Mott brings it back into the Father Ryan zone. Gets around Brendan Malloy on the right wing side. Tried to put it out in front, went off the left leg pad of Fonsbeck from an odd angle. Now here's Parker Causey at center, backhanding it over to Colin Sullivan, right wing side of the Hendersonville zone. And Sullivan drops it back to the blue line, but nobody in a white sweater was there. Puck goes all the way back into the Father Ryan zone. Caught up to by McCullers, sent around to the near side. Oh, Malloy having a bit of trouble with it. Now here's Merrick Mott, moving down the right wing, a shot. Oh, hit the post to the left of Fonsbeck. It was actually behind him and to the left. Actually, no, it was the left-hand post in this case was actually right behind him from where he was positioned. Now here's Braden Rose. Shooting an on goal from center, stopped by Fonsbeck. Here's Sam Halloran. Puck sent back into the Hendersonville zone. Caught up to by Dom Harpole. Harpole. Out to center. Passing ahead, Carter Morrison, right wing side of the Father Ryan zone. Trying to put it in front. Oh, it hit the skate of Danny Libby and almost went in. If it hadn't gone off Fonsbeck's right leg pad, it would have gone in the net. Puck at center, dumped back in by Carter Morrison. Puck was cleared out by the Irish. Here's Morrison at center, dumping the puck back into the Father Ryan zone. Coming around the wall to the near side. Oh, and Britton Smith tried to drop it back to Caden Lewis, but it bounced over his stick. Now here's Gage Hart, left wing side of the Hendersonville's on a shot turned away by Rumbaugh. 10th shot on goal of the game for the Irish. Took them over 2 periods. Took them over 30 minutes. Half an hour of game time. They tried to clear, held into the right point. Danny Libya's shot takes a slight deflection. Stopped and covered up by Rumbaugh. 11:35 to go. Still 2-0 Hendersonville. Draw's going to be to Rumbaugh's left. Won by the Commandos, and Colin Smith fires it out to center into the Father Ryan zone. It's going to slow up enough for Landon Croft to get to it. Icing waved off. He caught up to it right at the goal line, but nice D by Merrick McCullers to get the puck off of him. But then Croft knocks him down, passes up to the blue line. Colin Smith a shot. They score! Gideon Drobnick got in. I'm sorry, it's Caden Sisco who got in front to get a deflection. It bounces through the legs of Fonsbeck into the back of the net, and it's 3-0 Hendersonville with 11:15 to go. So that's Caden Sisco with a goal on the tip, deflecting the shot from Colin Smith. Henderson will give the puck away inside their own zone, but it's poked away from Parker Causey by Caden Sisco. Now back the other way. Put in front for Sisco, and his one-timer in front turned away by Fonsbeck. That was Drobnick on the centering pass, and then the puck was played with a high stick by Father Ryan. Draw's going to be to the right of Fonsbeck. Father Ryan get it into the Hendersonville zone. Commandos trying to clear. And they do. It's brought to center by Gideon Drobnick. Correction, Colin Smith. Left wing side of the Father Ryan zone. Drops it back. Drobnick in the slot. Had the puck knocked away. But then the man who knocked it away, Sam Halloran, runs into Parker Causey. And then Colin Sullivan shoots it into his own bench. 10:32 to go. Still 3-0 Hendersonville. Draw to the right of Fonsbeck. Won by Hendersonville. Ty Ellis up. Has it taken away by Michael Jaskowski. Commandos get it back at center. Oh, they turn it over inside their own zone. Hudson Laux having to keep it away from Thomas McTastney. Trying to send it up the far wall. Held in at the left point and sent back down deep by Brendan Malloy. Emma Causey trying to put it in front for McTastney. A shot. Stopped and covered up by Rumbaugh. Draw to Rumbaugh's right. Draw one by Father Ryan. Puck is behind the net. Now it ends up back in the Father Ryan zone. Curtis Newman trying to clear. Didn't push it very hard. Alex Williams is taken away and cleared out by Thomas McTastney. Puck back in the Hendersonville zone. Wyatt Franks catches up to it. Leaves it for Caden Smith. Sends it out of the zone. Here is Curtis Newman. Merrick McCullers carries it back into the Hendersonville zone, but offside. He actually had, I think Alex Williams brought in the stick, gave it a little bit of a poke, and then it jostled around in his skates, and he brought it in offside. 9:30 to go, still 3-0 Hendersonville. Draws on the dot across from the Hendersonville bench at center. Won by the Commandos, sent towards the Father Ryan blue line, then sent back in the other direction by McCullers. Puck ends up back in the Father Ryan zone. Danny Libby passing across to Ridgeway Lambert. Now Gage Hart, left wing side of the Hendersonville zone. Round the back of the net, comes out to the right wing, turns and shoots, and it goes across the front of the net. Held in Merrick McCullers' left point. His shot goes past the net to the right of Rumbaugh. Now comes back to McCullers' left point. Another shot blocked. Commandos trying to clear it out. They do. Puck ends up back in the Father Ryan zone. Caught up to Merrick Mott in front of backhander. Oh, he just missed. Here, the right hand side of the net. Oh, open now they score. It's Braden Rose. Mott got to the front of the net. Froze Fonsbeck at the left-hand post. And then backhanded it just to the right of the right hand, just past the right-hand post. But then it was put in front for Rose, and he scores to make it 4-0 Hendersonville with 8:35 to go. Puck back in the Father Ryan zone. Braden Rose passing it out to the blue line. Dom Harpole up, couldn't keep it on his stick. Colin Sullivan grabs it. Brings it back into the Hendersonville zone on the right wing side. Tried to pass to the slot. Sam Halloran couldn't keep it on his stick. Here's a shot from the left circle that misses the net to the right of Rumbaugh. That was from Curtis Newman. Puck out at centers. Halloran hit it and tapped away by Rose. Rose, had it taken away by Newman, who came in and swiped it. Rose was waiting on, I think, Merrick Mott. Now Morrison brings it back into the right wing side. Morrison, a shot turned away by Fonsbeck. Morrison passing out to Caden Sisco in the right circle. Sisco, a shot stopped by Fonsbeck. Pulling the rebound and cover. 7:36 to go. Still 4-0 Hendersonville. Draw to Fonsbeck's left. Father Ryan with it. Gage Hart's going to carry it to center. Hart lost it going towards the Hendersonville blue line. Chasing it in the other direction. Now he has it again. Avoids a poke check from Gideon Drobnick. Brings it back into the Hendersonville zone on the right wing side. Backhands it to the inboards. Now it's behind the net. Ridgeway Lambert sends it out towards the blue line. Shot from Brendan Malloy. Took a deflection. Stopped by Rumbaugh. And then Holt Thompson couldn't put in the rebound. He actually got the tip. And then Thompson shoots it past the net to the left of Rumbaugh from near the right wing boards. And then a stretch pass attempt by Morrison to Gideon Drobnick. Misses and goes for an icing. 6:53 to go. Still 4-0 Hendersonville. Draw to the right of Rumbaugh. Puck in the Hendersonville zone still. It's loose on the far side. Commandos come up with it. Colin Smith passing it up the near side. Gideon Drobnick into the Father Ryan zone on the left wing. Goes below the goal line. Looking to pass. Now will go around the back of the net. Pass it off to Caden Sisco. Now at the left point, there's a shot. Stopped and held on to by Fonsbeck. That shot coming from Hudson Laux. 6:22 to go. Still 4-0 Hendersonville. And Fonsbeck is going to take a moment to put the mask back on in a way that's comfortable for him. Draws to the right of Fonsbeck. Won by Hendersonville. But Landon Croft had it poked away. Colin Sullivan will clear. Colin Smith at center. Brings it back into the Father Ryan zone in the right wing. Try to pass out to the blue line, but Caden Sisco couldn't keep it in the zone. Sisco will flip it back into the right wing corner of the Irish end. Oh, and the puck almost turned over to Sisco. It got trapped against Danny Levy, who was down on the ice. Now Colin Smith, a shot. Stop, rebound, score, Drobnick. Danny Libby and Landon Croft got tied up, and they were tangled up with each other. Colin Smith grabbed the loose puck, carried it to the front of the net. Had his shot stopped by Fonsbeck, but then the rebound banged in by Drobnick for his second of the game, and it's 5-0 Hendersonville with 5:47 to go. And unless they let this lead slip away, I think you can take out an ink pen and add them to the Predators Cup. Because this will be their 7th win of the season, and there's no way somebody's jumping into the top 8 and knocking out a team with 7 wins. No way in the world. Puck goes out of play on the bleacher side of the ice. Also, their next game is against Montgomery County, and they should win that one like 10-0. So that'll be a free 2 points as long as they show up and play like they are tonight. That'd take them to 8 wins. Puck out at center. Colin Smith. Sending it back towards the Father Ryan blue line. Intercepted by Danny Libby. Libby falls over. He had Caden Lewis cross his path, and they got tied up and both went down. Puck dumped back into the Hendersonville zone. Outside at center, Caden Lewis will dump it back into the Father Ryan end. Puck out at center, Michael Jaskowski. And it jabbed away now. Wyatt Frank shoots it on goal from center. Fonsbeck having to stop it. Here's Curtis Newman. Back into the Hendersonville zone, gives it away, but then he pokes it away from Caden Smith. Puck out on the far boards. Wyatt Frank sending it back on goal from center again. Fonsbeck stops and decides to cover. 3:57 to go, still 5-0 Hendersonville. Draws to Fonsbeck's right. Won by the Commandos. Wyatt Frank's left point shot. Hit a Father Ryan player, goes to the end boards. Hit Holt Thompson, according to the bench. And Ty Ellis couldn't keep the puck on his stick in the slot. Back the other way go the Irish. Gage Hart, left wing side of the Hendersonville zone. A shot blockered into the netting above the glass by Griffin Rumbaugh. Draws to Rumbaugh's right. Won by Father Ryan. Gage Hart turns and shoots, and I think it was stopped by Rumbaugh. And back the other way come the Commandos. Puck behind the net. Brady Rose puts it in front of one-timer. Stopped. Stopped by Fonsbeck on Merrick Mott. Dom Harpole holds in a clearing attempt, but couldn't keep on to the puck, couldn't keep his stick on the puck, and then Christian Dickens knocks it out of play, knocking it off the stick of Gage Hart. 3:02 to go. Still 5-0 Hendersonville. Draw will be on the dot in front of the Irish bench. Here's Curtis Newman, left wing side of the Hendersonville zone. Tried to shoot, took a deflection, and went behind the net. Still behind the net. Father Ryan trying to get it out in front. And a pass went off. A skate comes up to the blue line. Held in Brendan Malloy, and his shot missed the net to the right of Rumbaugh. And pass out to the blue line, intercepted by Braden Rose. Irish get it back. It's back in the Hendersonville zone. Comes on goal. Had to be turned away by Rumbaugh. Now there's Noah Deffenbaugh. Nope, couldn't get his stick on the puck. Here's Dickens. And big battle for the puck, and eventually they blew the whistle because I don't think it was moving anywhere. 2:06 to go, still 5-0 Hendersonville. Oh, no, there's a penalty. Okay. There are 2 penalties. No, just 1 penalty. Thomas McTastney is in the box. Is there a penalty against Hendersonville, too? No, it's just against the Irish, so I wonder what it is. So Hendersonville to the power play, up 5-0 with 2:06 to go, and we'll see what they called here against the Irish. Draw was to the right of Fonsbeck, won by the Irish, brought into the Hendersonville zone. Now here come the Commandos. Roughing the call against McTastney, okay. Puck back in the Hendersonville zone. It's a shot from, I think, Brendan Malloy. Was turned away by Rumbaugh. Here come the Commandos again. Brian Wilkinson through center, back into the Father Ryan zone down the left wing. Taking a shot, oh, it hit the outside of the post to the right of Fonsbeck. Puck put out in front, Ty Ellis whiffs on it. Here's Caden Sisco, shot, score! Ellis whiffed on the shot attempt, but Sisco corralled the puck, shoots it into the back of the net to convert the power play for his second goal of the night. And it is now 6-0 Hendersonville with 68 seconds to go. Well, Fonsbeck was doing pretty good until this third period. And then the bottom fell out. Last minute of the game now. Landon Croft at center. Trying to pass it over to Gideon Drobnick, broken up by Parker Causey. There's Gideon Drobnick. Back in the Father Ryan zone, and the puck knocked away. Caden Sisco having to drop it back because Landon Croft had to get back on side. Here's Colin Smith, 30 seconds to go. Colin Smith brings it back into the Father Ryan zone. Puck deep in the inboards. Smith comes out to the left wing. Passes out up top. Hudson Laux. Slap shot off the glove of Fonsbeck. Puck to the right wing corner. Here's Causey. Carrying the puck to center. Colin Smith inside the Hendersonville zone. Off to Causey in front of shot. Stopped by Rumbaugh. Puck cleared away. And that's it. Hendersonville had their 7th win of the season as they beat Father Ryan 6-0 tonight. It was 2-0 coming into this third, and then the bottom just fell out. And Hendersonville win pretty dominantly, 6-0. As they are now 7-2-1 on the season. And folks, again, it's not official, but they have definitely done enough to get into the Predators Cup. And again, their next game is against Montgomery County, and they should win that by like 15-0 or something. Father Ryan are now 2-5-1, same record as Brentwood. So the goals in this one for Hendersonville, 2 goals for Gideon Drobnick, 2 goals for Caden Sisco, and the other goals came from Braden Rose and Carter Morrison. As the Commandos win this one 6-0. And are now 7-2-1. And we're still, Franklin's senior night ceremony hasn't even started. It's supposed to start at 8:15. It's just now 8:12. That game took no time at all. So that is our last broadcast of the evening. Let's go ahead and check the standings. Ensworth-Nolensville-Lipscomb leading at 8-0-0. Hendersonville-Beech-Lawson in second, still now at 7-2-1. Ravenwood at 6-1. Franklin at 6-2. Montgomery Bell at 5-2-1. Summit Page and JP2MLK both at 5-2. The Outlaws with their win tonight jumping into the top 8. 4-3-1. Rutherford Rampage in 9th at 4-6. Centennial FRA at 3-4. Father Ryan and Brentwood now both 2-5-1. Station Camp Liberty Creek at 1-5-2. Independence BAUSN Nashville Christian 1-5-1. Mount Juliet Wilson Central Green Hill 0-7-2. And the Montgomery County Rangers are now 0-8. And again, Mount Juliet and Montgomery County have been eliminated from contention for the GNASH Cup regular season championship. Here is the rest of our schedule tonight. The schedule tonight going on right now over on Rink B here at Centennial. Centennial FRA and Montgomery Bell. It is, what's the score? It is 1-0 Big Red, a goal from Matthew Moore. Coming up at 8:30 on the Terry Crisp rink in Bellevue, Franklin taking on Mount Juliet Wilson Central Green Hill. Again, it is senior night for Franklin, first senior night ceremony of the season. And again, that senior night ceremony supposed to start in 1 minute at 8:15. And at 8:35 here on Rink A, Station Camp Liberty Creek taking on Brentwood. If Brentwood win that game, then Station Camp Liberty Creek are eliminated from contention for the GNASH Cup regular season championship. Wednesday, all 3 games here at Centennial on Rink A at 7:10. Independence BAUSN Nashville Christian taking on Ensworth-Nolensville-Lipscomb. If Ensworth win that game, then Indy and Rutherford are out of contention for the GNASH Cup regular season championship. 8:30 over on Rink B. Brentwood taking on JP2MLK. 8:45 here on Rink A. The Montgomery County Rangers taking on Summit Page. Thursday at 8:30 in Antioch. Father Ryan taking on Franklin on the North Rink. We'll have that game for you. 8:25 pregame for an 8:30 face-off. And then Friday, I don't know if this game will be moved or not. Outlaws taking on Ensworth-Nolensville-Lipscomb at 5:40 over on the Terry Crisp rink in Bellevue. It was actually supposed to be 2 games on Friday. The other game was supposed to be Station Camp against Indy. It was going to be played at 5:55 on the North Rink in Antioch, but that game has now been moved to Monday, December 16th at 8:45, still on the North Rink in Antioch. Again, that is Station Camp versus Indy. All right, so that is it for our Veterans Day doubleheader. Again, thank you to all our veterans who have served for the United States in our armed forces. Never forget the time you took out of your lives to do that. Our on-air finals tonight: Tennessee Outlaws 5, Rutherford Rampage 3, and just now, Tennessee Outlaws 5, Rutherford Rampage nothing, and just now, Hendersonville-Beech-Lawson 6, Father Ryan nothing. I'm Michael Hackney. Thank you all so much for listening. Have a great rest of your Monday night, and have a great next couple of days. We'll talk to you Thursday night from Antioch at 8:25 for Father Ryan and Franklin.